I'm Troy, this is Cameron, and we're South Fork Outdoors, and you're like, da, 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 and yeah, so mountain goat's always been my dream hunt. That's been my number one. I still remember Sunday mornings with my dad that we'd be watching the Outdoor Channel, and it was so, Alaska was always really the dream hunt for mountain goat. And it was when it came on, that to me that was just like the ultimate hunt, because it wasn't easy. It's the one of the few animals that you can't hunt from the road. There are no roads. Like,
absolutely none. Barely any trails.
Barely any trails. You gotta you're putting your gear to the test. You're putting your body to the test, and it's dangerous.
I knew Troy wanted to shoot a mountain goat. That was his dream hunt. Troy had been with me for every hunt of my life, basically, from bear hunting, for barely knowing each other for a few months, to shooting a whitetail every year. He's been there, helped dragging it out and caping it and everything. So he was talking about his dream hunt, and I told him, like, dude, you got to put in, like, you got to at least put your name in the hat.
People were like, well, did you draw? And why would I even want to look? Like, it was almost like heartbreaking to know I didn't draw, because that's my dream hunt. I almost didn't even want to check. And so when I got on and checked, bold green letters came up that said, congratulations on mountain goat. And I was like, there's got to be something wrong, right? There's something wrong. I remember texting Cameron, and I was like, dude, don't be mad.
Yeah, so he sent me a picture of, like, congratulations, you drew mountain goat. And I was like, no way. Like, I thought he got a picture from someone else, but the results had even been out less than 24 hours. So I'm like, there's no way he knew someone else he drew. So I immediately had to call him. A couple weeks later was when the scouting started, mid-May.
Yep, going hard. I probably a little too anxious to start scouting. So, and then we were scouting, and we found some good billies, and we got bogged down by rain quite a bit. So.
Yeah, it was rough. Tested our gear quite a bit, hiking up to 10,000 feet in elevation. That was a different world up there.
Opening weekend, I was pretty determined to shoot with a bow. I was extremely determined. And opening weekend, we had some good billies, but man, we found some good stuff. And we found one in particular that we wanted to go after the second day we were up there. We were supposed to be up there for 4 days, and on the second day, we were stalking in on him, and I happened to slide down some shale and off a cliff, and dislocated my shoulder. And Cameron here had to pack everything out.
Yeah, tore his bow to pieces. I worked my way down to him as best I could. It still took me a couple minutes, so I didn't fall myself. And then tied in probably the most expensive sling man can buy, is Sitka rain jacket. Then he hiked 6 miles out. We went to camp, packed up all our expensive stuff, and I packed it out with the water as we moseyed on down the hill back to the truck.
Yeah, we were basically sprinting, and Cameron was easily carrying about 120 pounds. So after I got to the ER, luckily the doctor only told me it was just I just dislocated my shoulder. He said he didn't think I tore anything. The only problem was I wasn't able to pull my bow back anymore. He told me to don't even think about it, and I was really bummed. But luckily, I thought I could still shoot a rifle, and then he informed me that packing out a goat on my back that far with my shoulder, that was a no-go too, and I about laughed. I was like, there's no way. This is a once-in-a-lifetime hunt. This is my dream hunt. I'm not going to let that go. So that weekend for me and Cameron was a bust. And so Cameron was a little worn out of goat hunting. He didn't even get to scout this summer. He scouted with me almost every weekend. And he didn't have any trail cam photos or nothing. And he decided that, elk season was coming to a close, and he wanted to go try his luck a little bit.
Yeah, I had about the last week of elk season. I was just right across the way from where Troy was going mountain goat hunting, and I decided to give it a shot. I went out there like 6 days, and I knew what day Troy was going up mountain goat hunting, and I just had a bad feeling. Well, a good feeling for him, but a bad feeling that he was going to shoot one without me there. When I knew he was going up, I knew he was going to shoot one.
Cameron put in just as much work as I did, and he knew I was going to shoot one when I recruited 2 guys that they're pretty experienced hunters. Their names are Josh and Mike. And I convinced them to do a 1-day mountain goat hunt. I know it seems crazy, but we were at the trailhead at 3 in the morning, and we were up Glass in Hell's Hole at about 7 a.m. So I was about 20 yards to Josh and Mike's right, and I heard Josh say, "Is that one?" He whispered, "Is that one?" and I just happened to catch it, and I went, what? And so I looked over, and sure enough, we spotted the billy, and he looked pretty good. And Mike actually has shot a really good one. Mike scored over 50 inches, and so he knew what a good one was, and he looked at this one, and at first he said, that's an all right one. And you know, that was good enough for me. The snow was coming in, and I thought we were going to get snowed in. I thought I wasn't going to get back up there anymore. So he was bedded in some pines, and I had set up on this rock, and Mike had ranged him about 273 yards. And sure enough, I set up on this rock, and I kept watching him, and I was using Mike's rifle, Mike's 7 mag. I couldn't get my 6.5 to shoot to save my life. So I was practicing the trigger, you know, and without one in there. And so all of a sudden he started to move. And he started to make his way through the trees, and you could see in the video that he's making his way through the trees. And at first we were like, okay, he's just gonna move to where he bedded down again. And then we realized he was getting out of dodge. And so I was supposed to tell them when I was gonna shoot so they could be filming. I rack one of those 7 mags in there, and the first shot, boom. Didn't think I hit him. He didn't even move like he was hit. He kind of stopped. Sure enough, second shot, boom. This time it found its mark though, and you could tell he was hurting, and he tried to jump up the ledge, and you could tell he was struggling. And my third shot found its mark, boom. Just so happened it wasn't the best mark. And he ended up rolling off the cliff. And after he stopped rolling, we realized that the bullets were a good enough construction. Those Barnes bullets did really well, and they had, even though it was a bad shot, it had penetrated all the way up into the boiler room, and they did its job, and he was dead within just a few seconds.
You got to go up that. You can see our butt sliding down it. Yeah, that's.
Yep. From spotting
that is our butt slides.
Well within an hour, getting over here.
That is some steep, slick stuff.
I thought you were having second thoughts when we were coming down that hill.
Oh, I was. To be honest, I was telling him it made me nervous.
Yeah.
Just because of my fall, I was really nervous.
Yeah, he said when he was bouncing, he could feel his shoulder popping.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh gosh. I was almost like, is this goat worth it? Because it would suck to get down and be like, guys, guess what? My shoulder's just like. My dad is my #1 hunting partner. He's the one he's taught me and Cameron both a lot of stuff. He's been awesome. And he was supposed to fly in from Alaska to hunt with me, and he couldn't make it. Dad, I wish you were here. Got one, got a good one.
We want to thank Upper Valley Taxidermy for letting us use the shop. Scott Plath runs it. He's the one we trust with all of our trophies. I wouldn't take it anywhere else.
He's doing the full body mount on my goat right here, and it's already turned out great. I'm excited to see what he's going to do with it.